What is going on, my American champions? Richard here with you once again to keep this conversation rolling. I haven't made a video in a while, and it's mainly because I haven't been at work. It's rainy season, so I'm off work for a while. And you know, politics, keeping up with it, making videos, that was something I wanted to keep at my job and not bring home. My girlfriend and I disagree about a lot when it comes to politics, and honestly, she just hates politics. So I didn't want to bring that home to her. But I'm on my way from Sonora. Got some free time to speak my mind a little bit. Cell service is down, and I don't want to listen to the radio, so hey, what the hell, I'll go ahead and speak a little bit. Now, on this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about the impeachment hearings and a little bit about the two different types of politicians in America's politics. All right, so the impeachment hearings. If you don't know, the Democrats are trying to impeach Donald Trump on a bunch of baloney. Now, the Democrats might disagree with me. That's fine. You have your views, I have mine. But in my opinion, he hasn't done anything illegal. Now, do I think it was a perfect call? The bestest, absolute perfect call. I can't really sound like Trump. But no, I don't think it was. I don't think it was a perfect phone call. The reason why is some of the stuff he was talking about should have been talked about. But did he do anything illegal? No, he didn't. But the Democrats are trying to say he did, and they don't have any evidence of it. So what is it doing? It's getting them nowhere. There's been about 4 or 5 impeachment hearings, and in every single impeachment hearing, it has been Donald Trump colluded, and the reason why, or not colluded, but did some shady deals with Ukraine, because I heard it from a friend that heard it from a friend that heard it from a friend. It's all he said, she said crap. And that's not enough to impeach a president. What it really boils down to is the Democrats have lost power, and they hate Trump because he represents them losing power. So they want to get rid of him. And that's really what it comes down to. But the thing about it is, just because you don't like somebody doesn't mean you can go and impeach them. Now, back in the day, the Republican Party tried to impeach Bill Clinton. And what happened? It ended up backfiring on the Republicans. And it didn't even work. Bill Clinton actually did some shady stuff, like having sexual relationships in the White House stuff. That's not what a president should be doing, especially if they're married. What the hell kind of signal does that, what does that show to America and their youth? But he actually did some impeachable crap, and he still didn't get impeached, and it backfired on the Republicans. Well, it's going to happen with the Democrats. It's going to backfire and blow up in their face. So that's what's going on. They're trying to impeach him. It's not going to work. Trump's going to have a victory when it's all said and done. And all they, in my opinion, all they had to do was take the L. They just had to take the loss. Just one little loss. That's it. Let time go by and you'll be in charge again. But they didn't want to. And unfortunately for them, they're going up against Donald Trump, where Donald Trump's a beast. You can hate him all you want, but the man is a beast. He's a businessman, he's smart, and all that good stuff. We're not going against George W. Bush. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me twice, can't get fooled again. That's not who they're going against. They're going against Donald Trump. But it's a big nothing burger, and what I think it is I think they know, the Democrats deep down know they're not going to impeach Donald Trump. They know deep down they're not going to win this thing. But what they do know is if they shovel this crap out constantly, that maybe a few Americans will just start believing that he did something impeachable. And I think that's what it comes down to. They just want to convince the American people he did something impeachable, so maybe when 2020 comes around, they won't vote for him. But the thing is, he didn't do anything. That's what it comes down to. He didn't do anything. They've had 4 or 5, like I said, 4 or 5 impeachment hearings on TV. They want to broadcast it to all America, you know, all the Americans. But the thing about it is, Americans are back to work. We have the lowest unemployment rate since like 1969, and we're all back to work. We don't have time to sit around and watch your freaking show, your circus. But anyways, it gets on my nerves a little bit. But that's all I got to say about the impeachment hearings. I'm going to try to make this short and sweet. I'm going to talk a little bit about the two different politicians in America's politics. There's really only two types of politicians. Yeah, I know you got your Republicans and your Democrats, a whole two-part system. But what it really comes down to is these two types of politicians. Type 1, this politician is only there to please the establishment. All they want to do is please the establishment. They're puppets, they're slaves to the powers that be. These politicians are the ones that when they're running, they promise us a whole bunch of crap, and when they get in, they don't deliver. Because all they want to do is please the government. They want the government bigger. They're easily manipulated with money. Those are type 1 politicians. Now, type 2 politician, these politicians are for the American people. All they want to do is please us. They want to make our lives easier. They're looking out for us and could care less what the establishment thinks. Those are my favorite types of politicians. Type 1 is my least favorite. They're shady. They promise a bunch of crap and they don't deliver. Now, politicians like type 1 would be George W. Bush, his daddy, his family. Those people, all they cared about was pleasing the powers that be. They were puppets. People like Obama, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, those people are just puppets. They're establishment puppets. Now, people like type 2 would be people like Ronald Reagan, Abraham Lincoln, Donald Trump. Those people are for the American people. They are looking out for us. They want us to live a better life. Now, a lot of people disagree that Donald Trump's for the American people, but let's just look at the facts. What has he done for us average Joes? Well, he's historically lowered the unemployment for African and Hispanic Americans, and he's lowered the unemployment rate. The lowest has been since 1969. So the ones before, under Obama's administration, that weren't working and on food stamps are now working. They have jobs now. They can feel pride. They have pride in their hearts because they're working, you know? The wages have went up. He's cracked down on immigration. That helps us as well. The reason why I say cracking down on immigration helps us is because when we have a flooding of illegal immigrants coming into the country, these corporations take that and use that to their advantage. They pay them crap. They pay illegal immigrants really bad, really low. And what happens is us average Joe Americans have to deal with that as well. We try to get a job with, wherever illegal immigrants are working. We have to get paid just as bad as them. So cracking down on immigration makes it so these corporations have to raise the prices. Because when they get rid of all the illegal immigrants, all they have is us, hardworking Americans. And we can't live off of $4 to $5 an hour. We need at least 15, that kind of range, depending on what your life situation is. But type 2 is my favorite. Type 1 can go somewhere else. Unfortunately, we won't be able to get rid of all the establishment politicians. But that's just the way it is. That's the belly of the beast. Now, I am done. I'm getting home, getting closer. I hope everyone has an amazing rest of their evening. I hope everyone has an amazing Christmas. Enjoy the family and enjoy the food. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.